Well, there's a new unified effort to lock up gangbangers tonight. The multi-agency gang unit teaming local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies to crack down on the growing gang problem here in western Tennessee. The MGU, as it's called, is patterned after a similar anti-gang initiative in Fresno, California. It's going to be a four-pronged attack, calling on immediate response by law enforcement, long-term and day-to-day investigations, stringent criminal gang prosecutions, and early prevention and intervention.
Bringing the federal component to what is already in existence in terms of city, county, and DA's office fight against gang activity.
More often than not, we've also worked on the same people, the same organizations. And there have been things that have fell between the cracks because of that. I think now with this collaborative effort, you won't see that.
Now, a gang task force isn't anything new to Memphis. 12 years ago, an MPD and Shelby County Sheriff's anti-gang force was created, but it was disbanded back in 2005 by then Police Director Larry Godwin.
The crime-fighting leaders did not roll out a community intervention component to this task force unit, but they did say that part of the plan is important because it deals with prevention and intervention. J.R. Futrell started Young Man University in part to address gang violence and prevention and preventing the spread of illegal gang activity. He is in our studio now with more on how important that component is. Thanks a lot for coming down. According to your website at Young Man University, you have more than a 90% reduction of gang-related fights in one Memphis school alone. How'd you do that? How'd you get that kind of success? Give us just a couple of things you did.
Well, the key to all of this, Merle, is certainly patience and time, but relationships trump everything. There's nothing that we can do. We don't believe in programs at Young Man University. We believe in people. And you have to, one, stay the course, meaning you're going to have to suffer with these kids. You're going to have to wait until they develop into what we hope they will as young men and young women. But the other part is just simply staying the course and creating the relationship that gives you the right to speak into their lives.
You lived a pretty rough life yourself by the account on your website there, but you managed to get out of it. Was it because of arrest or some other kind of intervention?
Well, all those are interventions, and there's successful or effective intervention. What we moved to a Young Man University, we rather have effective or successful prevention, I should say. Prevention is where we're trying to move to. And all those things that you go through in life, they lead you to where you hope you'll end up. So I wouldn't give anything for my walk. And what that helps me to do is have a great sense of compassion for the young men and women exactly where they are. And you got to love them and stay with them right where they are.
Yeah, you keep saying stay the course. So how did your work with MCS, under that Grassy program, bring in the intervention or prevention component? And we've got less than a minute.
Well, simply, Merle, I brought a component of compassion that allowed me to deal with the children exactly where they are, move the term the way these children and made them our children, and take a sense of ownership in their lives. And it's simply a matter of just staying the course with them. That is the answer for us.
Does every successful program need that?
Every successful program needs that. They need to know that Christ is the answer.
All right, family and Christ, I know those are components. Thank you so much, J.R. Futrell with Young Man University, the founder of that. Appreciate you coming down.
Thank you, Merle.
As you would expect, parents play a huge role in the prevention of gangs. Your child could be involved in a gang, and you may never know it until it's too late. Fox 13's Bofta Imam joins us now with some warning signs of possible gang activity. Bofta?
Hey there, Daryl. Gang recruitment is a gradual process. It just doesn't happen overnight. Gang leaders search for vulnerable kids and hope parents don't notice when they take them in. It's difficult to miss gang signs on the streets, but spotting it at home isn't always easy.
He shows more interest in a particular color when he's dressed, and also some signs are sports paraphernalia. If your son all of a sudden always wearing Colorado Rockies or Dallas Cowboys and he's not a baseball fan, he's not a football fan, that could be a sign of gang activity.
Anthony Hicks works with the Memphis City Schools Gang Intervention Program. The group is called Grassy and partners with community-based organizations to reduce gang activity. Hicks says gang members carefully calculate recruitment.
A lot of kids have financial problems from at home, and a gang member may, buy your lunch for you today. help you pay your way into a gang and just kind of build that bond up with you to make you lower your guards and kind of like a honeymoon session.
While gang symbols and tattoos are easier to spot, Hicks says your child's pattern changes should draw your attention too.
A loss of interest in school, grades going down, new friends, moving away from friends that's been his friends for a long period of time, and now all of a sudden he has new friends.
Hicks recommends parents search their child's room for possible weapons and set firm limits for curfews. He hopes parents work to serve as their kids' role model before someone else does.
That's why a lot of them do fall into gangs, because gangs give you that structure, they give you that support, and they make you follow a certain direction, which is not the direction you need to go.
Right now, the program focuses on MCS students, particularly in the Fraser area. Hicks says Fraser shows a high concentration of gang activity, but they're working on expanding the program to South Memphis and to those who are not enrolled in school. For a parent reference guide with more common warning signs of gang involvement, just go to our website, myfoxmemphis.com. Reporting live, Vove T. Mom, Fox 13 News. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Vove. How